one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass, welcome to Detroit, welcome Zach to the channel, the man, the myth, the legend that has arranged 2 days of mayhem here in Detroit, and we've kicked things off with a delicious breakfast, a Viper ACR, which you can probably hear more than you can see, maybe you saw the rear wing, and yes, we're now going to be moving across after our delicious food to Platinum Motorcars, correct?
Yes.
Who are a local sort of dealership, specialist, exotic car mecca.
Friendly local supercar dealership.
There we go, that's a good way to summarize them. Yeah, just to see what they've got in stock, see what they've got going on, and then we're just going to be having, an awesome couple of days ahead, but I just can't stop thinking about that delicious breakfast I just ate. Oh, and there's a Ferrari California behind us. Winning! So here we are, welcome to Platinum Motorcars. Now there's a lot to show you here, and actually there's a lot that's going to be going on over the next couple of hours, but before I do any of it, considering I'm here in Detroit, it felt only right to kick things off in a sort of American muscle car. So I'm going to be jumping into, I think, a 60s Stingray Corvette. We're going to learn more, because I need to learn more in a second. So let's go jump in the car now, have a bit of a chat, and then we're going to come back here to nerd out about some of the insane cars lying around. Ooh.
There you go.
The whole point of doing this was to learn a little bit more about Platinum. So talk to me, tell me, when did it start? When did you open up?
So about 10 years ago, I left a job in the mortgage world and I didn't know what I was going to do. And a friend sort of, without my noticing, put me into the car world. And
without you noticing?
Well, it took a while, but it was more like just biding time, figuring out what I wanted to do. And here we are, some 11,000 cars later. I guess this is what I do now.
My welcome to Detroit, I feel like this is. Like an appropriate one, right?
And drive some American muscle.
This is definitely American muscle. I love it. Dude, so cool. So cool. It's a totally different experience. But it's just got character. It's just got loads of character.
The noise, we were talking about that earlier at breakfast, like the noise makes it half the time, right?
That's
like
so
you're not going that fast. This thing's not a modern 911, but the sound is just so crazy.
That's exactly it. And I'm just thinking, like, the heyday back in the day of coolness, Steve McQueen and
you feel like
James
you're there,
Dean.
Though.
And
you don't have to have been, you're like, it was probably pretty cool.
That's exactly it. Wow, there we go. Well, look, thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
Let's have a look around the showroom, because we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, perfect.
I think it would be fair to say that this year I haven't done that much Lamborghini content, but hopefully I'm making up for it now, because look at this Aventador SV Roadster with one of the most unique paint jobs I have ever seen. Yes, that is paint. That paint job was $80,000 from Lamborghini. Spec'd from factory. It is a one-of-one colour, could you call it colour? Because it's kind of multicolored. UK viewers, or I don't know, car people, may remember that back in the day TVR used to paint their cars these kind of like multicolored type paint. So as you move around, the colour changes. You get kind of purpley blue hues up the front. There's kind of some orange, some red, some golds. It's absolutely mad. Now, I wanted to say this is one of the most highly spec'd or expensive Aventador SV Roadsters ever made, but we don't really know that. Apart from that ludicrous paint job, there's not actually a huge amount of exterior carbon fibre on this car. You can go a little bit further when it comes to carbon. You can have this front sort of splitter or bumper down here in carbon. You can have the wing mirrors. Those bits are in dry carbon, as is the rear wing. But yes, who knows in terms of the overall value, because there you go, then once again those side blades are in kind of matte black, but the actual paint alone is the thing that makes this car absolutely mad. And apparently in the sunlight outside it just takes on a whole another level. But yeah, here we go in the showroom, and as you can see literally as I'm moving the camera how much that colour changes. What do you think, people? Let me know below. Would you spec this $80,000 paint job on your Aventador? Now, this wasn't something I was expecting today. Zach bringing out all the surprises. I've just been told that down here at Platinum, they actually don't hold all the cars at the main showroom. They've got a sort of warehouse that we're going to go and check out now. And I was told to drive the ACR there. So yes, I am now behind the wheel of a Dodge Viper ACR. One of the crazier looking... Oh. There we go. American muscle cars. Zach's laughing because he believes that no FCA cars work ever. And in fact, this car has had a few little glitches that needs to get fixed. But yeah, this is a track-focused muscle car. I mean, track focus is an understatement, I think you'll say. I'm just going to turn those fans down slightly. Let's find reverse if we can. Have I got any indication? Yeah, there we go. That looks like we've got a reversing camera on, so that's got to be... That's the only indication that we're in reverse. Oh, and it's not got a good turning circle, so... Right, there we go. We are out, we are on the road in an ACR. Now, I feel like being in Detroit, it's only right to be in a big American muscle car, but this thing is definitely unique. Inside, it's claustrophobic-ish. Very narrow windscreen. Yeah, we're looking through this kind of leather box in front of us, following a beautiful 993 Carrera. Yes, that is Porsche content, people. But so far, so good. Quite a heavy clutch is the only thing that I will say. And Zach did ask me this earlier. Is it weird for me shifting gear with my right hand instead of my left hand, as I would usually do in the UK? And yes, it is a little bit. So it always takes a bit of time getting used to...
Perfect car to do it with. Very easy.
Very easy. Right, here we go. We're actually going to now move in this car. Lambo, Lambo. Nice. I think we've achieved the objective. Yeah.
Right on the rev counter, like a small snake that pops up.
I literally saw something. I was like, oh, I better shift. Like either something's breaking or I got to shift.
This is where we hide the stuff. This Opal is what you were hoping to drive.
This is literally what brought me down to your dealership.
Right,
was just for the Opal.
This thing is, I think, 30 horsepower. You know, no. Our other photographer guy. This is his personal car, and it's the funniest thing in the world because it's about the slowest car you've ever seen.
It's not always about speed, it's about character,
no, it's
right?
Clearly, yes.
So you've got a bit of everything. I mean, like, you know, over at the main dealership and down here, there seems to be a big variety of cars. Is that because you get a personal kick out of different things, or?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, we've got that, we've got an E39 M5 in here, we've got some Sprinter vans if you need to travel with a bigger crew.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so...
Oh, sick.
You're familiar with these, clearly.
Yes.
If anyone has an extra motor or two, I could use 2 motors.
Okay, you're needing motors. This is so cool. The blue one is beautiful.
Yeah, so
these are Series 1? Or?
So these would be Series... Sure. 1 or 2. But really they're Santanas, so I don't know if you're familiar with that or not.
No.
These are basically Land Rovers built by another company.
Oh, okay. Back in the day, though, originally built.
Yeah.
Okay,
they're
okay,
original 60s trucks.
Yeah.
We bought them both out of Florida because they were very big down there. And in Florida, instead of running a coolant, they ran a distilled water, which works fine in that climate. But they got here, and it was -20, and the motor seized because they didn't have coolant.
Yeah, they did not cool. Okay, nice.
911R.
Wow, beautiful.
I always... And... I'm going to argue that right now my car is way dirtier than your car.
I think it might be. And oak green?
Yeah, oak green metallic.
Wow. Okay, I know a friend of mine who will be very jealous of this. He has an oak green touring.
It hasn't been tracked. Oh,
yeah.
I'm jealous of him.
Yeah. Okay.
It hasn't been tracked in at least a week. So.
Wow. Okay, that is proper. I don't know if you guys can see that because it's a little bit dark in here, but that is literally like mud and grime. Oh, there we go. Good man, there we go. Now I can really just show off how filthy your car is in proper detail. Yeah, you're not messing around with this thing.
Some chunks of rubber.
Yeah, I would say similarly dirty cars. Yeah.
Right. You know, I'll take your windshield though.
I was going to say, oh, that's a crack.
Yeah.
That is a crack, but this is so cool. How long have you had this?
Exactly a year. Exactly a year. Put 9,000 miles on it. The whole car is wrapped in film, so everything you see is actually still clean and nice and safe.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, the variety continues. I've seen Lotuses, Bentleys. You've got is it a Dawn back there?
There's the Dawn. Yep.
So the 911R. Quite a few Porsches, which
DeLorean.
I have to. Okay, very casual DeLorean,
2,000-mile DeLorean.
Oh, super cool. Now, as incredible as the cars are lurking around in here, and I'm sure you guys have spotted things that I haven't talked about and you're going to be very cross about it, I've actually come to look at this a little bit more because it's about the 4th or 5th time now that I've seen a Mercedes 500e in a sort of dealership or a collection, and it feels like in America people make quite a big deal about this car, and so they should, because you may or may not know that Porsche kind of built this. I mean, it was a sort of co-development, but fundamentally this car was put together on the Porsche production line, on the 959 production line. So I think in the early 90s, Porsche, were a little bit, struggling a little bit for cash. And so we're looking for ways to sort of, make some money. So they spoke to Mercedes and decided to do this kind of co-development of basically putting a big old hunking V8 into this relatively small car. So they did a ton of work, pushing out those sort of side fenders and things like that. But of course, the main party piece was the V8. And it's sort of a relatively collectible item here. They're still not huge amounts of money, still relatively affordable. But I feel like people here in the US kind of think that they're going to be the next big thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool that there is a Mercedes out there built by or built with Porsche. Audi obviously also had the RS2, but now that it's sort of the whole VW group, I feel like that's a little bit less special. I don't know, it has got some Porsche branding on it though, doesn't it? In the UK, I think RS2s are like 50k plus now. These, I think you can still pick them up for around $20,000 depending on the mileage. But yeah, I just see them everywhere, so I wanted to make sure I actually talked about them for a second and educated people that didn't know really much about them, which was me about 3 weeks ago, and now I feel like I see them all over the place. Oh, we're 8.4. We thought we were like 6. 8.4 litre.
This thing comes apart literally like a toy car.
I mean, it is a giant Hot Wheels car. That's what I love.
No, that's literally, watch this.
8.4 litre V10. That is ridiculous. And do you know what horsepower we're talking about?
No.
No. See, I love it. Nor do I. That's such great car people here.
Yeah, right. I'm not a statistician.
No, am I? It's about.
I can Google it.
Can't we all? I probably should have in advance, but also the rain has just started now that we are here. But the Aventador. Oh, sorry. Hold on a sec. I was getting distracted. Oh, you just unscrewed it. Did you?
I just dropped a piece of yours. No. But this thing literally, it's designed so when you're tracking it, like all this stuff, but it's two like wing nuts. It just comes apart. It's
a different way of building cars, huh? Compared to the Aventador, which yes has distracted me slightly because it has now come out of the showroom into the, unfortunately, not the sunlight, but into the light. And that colour, is it coming across on camera? I think it is. Look, as I move around, you can really see how it's changing. A lot of cars have actually been put out of the dealership. 911T over there. But yeah, this thing, it really is a mad car. I just can't believe it's an 8.4 litre V10.
It's kind of like a Prius. If you drive it 30 miles, you need gas again,
I don't think anyone is ever going to say again that an ACR is like a Prius, but yeah. Hey, look, as long as you get a kick out of it. But you're a track guy, right? So this is what this is kind of for, is track.
Yeah, the idea with it was to replace the green GT3 and drive it, and turns out it's not as livable. It's very purpose-built. It does what it's supposed to do incredibly well, and then the rest it just does.
Anyhow, well look, thank you very much. It was a very cool experience for sure, and one I've been waiting for a while, so I'm super glad I had it done. And it felt right to be in Motor City and have a go in a bit of an American motor. If any of you are planning a surprise birthday party, call Zach, because he's very good at arranging surprises. And we also obviously have to thank Platinum because yes, we are now sitting in what could be the world's most expensive Aventador SV Roadster, but at least the car or the Aventador SV Roadster with the most expensive paint job. There we go.
Definitely that.
We got there eventually. I don't really know what we're doing, but yeah, we're going to go for a spin around the block in this quite ludicrous car. So yes, I actually spent a long weekend in an S Roadster, but not an SV. And I'll be honest, it was quite brutal. I don't really fit in these cars that well, but thankfully we've taken the roof off, even though it is raining. But that's just how mad the Platinum guys are. They're like, yeah, it's good, just go have fun. We're already in Corsa, so it's set up for a bit of a laugh.
We're ready for the rain.
But the thing is, we don't actually see that $80,000 paint job now we're inside the car.
No, not at all.
That's what's outrageous.
There are some, I think these like purple, blue, I don't know what the actual color is. The spec throughout, it kind of reminds you that
there were nice elements, but... Right, here we go. Welcome to the Aventador gearbox.
Lovely.
Yeah, absolutely, just delightful. That exhaust, that sound never gets old.
I mean, this is unreal.
But the thing is, currently, I'm sitting like I'm crawling into a hole. If I was to sit normally, this is me, and now I can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm not tall, but I think the top of my head is above the windscreen.
I'm lanky, so it's, it's not a car made for a lanky person.
Oh my god.
That is the highway to whiplash right there. Oh, good God. And I don't think the exhaust is even really warmed up yet.
Let's drive it until it does.
I like your mentality. But yeah, I've put a load of GoPros on because I'm hoping they're going to capture how much that paint job changes and evolves as we move around. But I mean, yeah, this is a hilarious day. ACR to Aventador SV.
Yeah, this is a serious toy.
I gave you a break there. Didn't do it so hard.
Don't worry about it.
Oh God.
So let's say that ACR is like 130. This car is 450, 550.
Okay.
I feel like this car feels like more than the multiplier difference in price.
Yes, I mean, this is, as we discussed before we got in it, the poster car of our generation. It feels special on every single level, no matter how uncomfortable it is and how kind of old school some of the tech is. It feels like a theatre. The sound, the performance, and the details. Some people could say, oh, it's all a bit old and basic now, but I actually kind of love this Lambo interior. Like, even that screen, which is out of an R8 from 2004, it still works.
Right.
And then, yeah, when you just start hearing that soundtrack, which I have no idea if that GoPro is working. I'm not even set up for wet weather outdoor filming, but we're trying our best here, people. All I'm thinking about, though, is stone chips on that paintwork.
Yeah, this car has no PPF, so
no PPF,
we're totally good.
Yeah, we're good, we're fine. Wow. Unreal, unreal. Park brake on. And we're done.
Good.
Ooh. Dude, what a morning.
Great, yeah?
What a morning. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm happy
just
too.
super cool. I feel like we've really ticked off some pretty major boxes.
Definitely.
Okay, fine. I didn't really experience or push that Stingray that much, but it was just cool
It's
to
a
get out
beautiful
in.
thing.
Hey, is the plate in the Viper, or where'd the plate?
The plate is next in between the seat and the door of the Aventador.
Seat in the door. Got it. Thanks.
See you, dude. But yeah, that to an ACR to an Aventador. I mean,
There's a lot of nice fun stuff over
yeah.
there.
Thanto you so.
Tomorrow's gonna be.
Tomorrow's going to be hilarious. Let's just keep
Awesome.
teasing it. It's going to be absolutely
Sounds
nuts.
very exciting.
A whole nother level. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it interesting, because I certainly did. I never knew you could get an $80,000 paint job on a Lamborghini. Make sure to go and check out Zach's Instagram. It's going to be, well, it would have appeared on screen. It's going to be below as well. And then give the video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. And make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come. I need to concentrate on reversing out of this.
Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine, wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.